Facial Therapy Center. This is Jill. Okay, I'm not sure I understand your question. You're talking about, is there an age limit? If anybody is under 60, okay, older senior citizen. Yes, and especially if you have any concerns, you should check with your doctor. Is it for you or for a family member? No, you're not. There's not. And yes, there can be improvement. Now, we do have quite an extensive intake form for you to fill out because it matters. It matters what you're using at home with products. We start there, or any medication or any treatment that you're going through, any recent hospitalizations, immunosuppressed, upcoming um, treatments or surgeries, medications that you're on, um, implants, pacemaker, uh, uh any metal implant, um, above the waist. Well, it depends on, uh, and then also patches or pellets and that sort of thing too. If somebody is not able, because see, what we do is use the massage table, and you lie down on the massage table, and your legs, feet are elevated a little bit, and there is a massage feature on it. Sometimes we use it, sometimes we don't. Depends on what's going on, and usually it's used during a mask. Or no, I do have a sign up that says snoring is allowed because it is. I get a facial, I want to go to sleep. I want the longest facial that's available, and I want to sleep and don't talk to me. Let me sleep. Now, I will explain. I ask clients the first time they're in, do you want me to explain everything that I'm doing step by step, or when I make a change in anything, or you want me to just be quiet and you just work and do and you just relax? And sometimes people, oh, I want to know everything you're doing, so that's what I'm doing. The narrative. And after about 10 minutes, they go, you can be quiet now. I think I'm just going to rest. So if there are any questions, people are certainly welcome to ask any questions, if you have any questions. However, if someone cannot independently get on the massage table, uh, if okay, so say that they're in a scooter or a chair or something like that, but really cannot get on and off, they would need to bring an attendant, someone who can help them on and off. Or what we do is, especially after the consultation and going over all of the intake forms, the client just remains in their chair or moves over into another chair that we have there that is just a comfortable office chair that has the handles on it, and can sit in that during the facial. And it's a little bit more difficult for me just because of my bone structure, my body, my age. So it just depends. I'm not going to be able to make a wholly big difference, especially if someone is sitting upright in a chair, that you walk out the door and anybody that passes by says, oh, you've just had a facial, haven't you? Oh, but it will be a difference. I use your cell phone and I take your picture with your cell phone before we ever begin. And then after the end of the treatment, then I use your cell phone and we'll take the picture at the end. And then we'll zoom in, I'll scroll back and forth. And at home, of course, you can make a pic collage or something like that and post it all over social media if you want to. And just make sure you tag Facial Therapy Center. But then I will zoom in and we'll look at specific areas. And then we move to the before picture. And there'll be big difference, if we're just looking at specific areas. I started this a number of years ago because clients, I can tell a difference. And sometimes, like a third of the way through, I can start telling a difference in what's going on with the skin. It's like unwrapping a present, when I'm taking the warm towels off or taking the mask off or something. It's like, oh, I want to wake you up and hand you the mirror so you can see. But I would ask, oh, your face looks so good. Your skin looks so good. How do you feel? Oh, it feels so clean. It feels so soft. Well, it is clean and it is soft, but there's a big difference. And that's when I started taking the pictures with the client's cell phone. I don't take pictures unless I need to document something. Do I take a picture? And I certainly do not post my clients on social media. Anybody that you see on social media is either a stock photo that my marketing specialist has found somewhere, or a model that I have called in with a real face, like, real face, like yours, like mine, real face, not, glamour shot type of thing and filtered and covered up with foundation or anything, or highlights or contouring or that sort of thing. These are real clients, real faces, and they're models. Most of them do not live around here because I really don't want to be out and about and around and, be recognized as a facial therapy center model. But, they could be, but we are under HIPAA and have confidentiality agreements. And so I am definitely not going to, your sister-in-law can walk in right after they've seen you walk out the door and say, oh, did they get a facial? It's like, we're under confidentiality. We sell retail products and we do facials and we do consultations and we have a lot of friends. I can't disclose anything. It's up to the client if they want to tell, if they want to take their before and after pictures and make a big collage and put it on social media. And but I don't do that. They're all models that have real skin, real faces like ours. So that's what we can do. I don't want anybody to be damaged or hurt, or they're physically compromised or something by trying to get on a massage table. Um, so you need to stay in the chair, and then we work around that. We've got a base price that I charge for facial, especially a first time. And then we also have a VIP, very important person, facial that we can offer when someone is scheduling regularly, within 40 days of each other, between 4 and 40 days continually. There's a VIP facial that's special. They're all custom designed for everybody's individual skin type and skin condition, and also realistic expectations. We've got this drawing mock-up of a face, and so the client at the beginning will draw, if they've had any surgeries, injections, infusions, fillers, implants, or what's concerning them mostly. We draw that on there, it's a full sheet of paper. And then I keep that on the top so I can keep glancing over it during the facial, because you can, somebody can walk in and I was like, oh man, I can make a difference. I need to do this and this, and that's not what the client's coming in for. So it's what the client comes in for, what the client wants. And then of course we can discuss, hey, we can do this or this. And it's usually in another, it's in another session, another appointment, because there's There's a lot when we first get started, and we do offer specials that are like pretty thorough facials, and we can do those as well, and it always makes a big difference. There, whatever you see on the schedule right now, if you're online, whatever you see online, that's what we have to offer. I would suggest do not put any add-ons because you may not need them, or it might be the incorrect add-on. I'd rather do that not in the first session anyway, unless you're buying this special that has several different add-ons. Enhancements actually is what I call them because that's what they are. It's not like an add-on. It's an enhancement to the treatment that you're getting. Well, for example, if somebody has a pacemaker, well, I'm not going to put electricity on them. And we've got ultrasonic, we've got radio frequency cavitation, high frequency, all, LED, light emitting diode. There are all kinds of different things that would be good for someone who would not have a contraindication for it. I mean, then we also had things like extra hand softening treatment and extra eye patches and things. Wonder where I put mine. Got them anyway. Mhm. I think that you should probably start in a chair if you're on crutches right now and in a boot. And then you have to decide if you can get on the massage table because I cannot lift clients onto or off of a massage table. So yeah, if you've got crutches and a and a boot, I have to just leave that up to you. After you get there and we look at your intake form, which you'll bring in already filled out because it's going to take 20 minutes to fill out an intake form. So we can be thorough and comprehensive. And this is not, facial therapy center is not the kind of place where you just walk in and say, oh, I want a facial today. I think I want a facial. Do a facial. No, it is facial therapy. And I'm educated in skin and what we can do without having to have a bunch of these things that could potentially be dangerous. Somebody wants some of that, then just go somewhere else. Not me. Okay. Yes, you will want the deep pore cleansing hydrating facial. Do not put any add-ons onto it because that would be for a follow-up treatment. We can discuss it when you're there. I don't have clients come in and they've yeah, cha-ching, cha-ching, that they've signed for one facial and then we're I'll say, oh boy, if we just did some rose quartz gua sha, or if we did some jade rolling, or oh, if we do a combination mask treatment, nah, they're all custom, and I work with products from several different high profile, professional, clinical grade, pharmaceutical grade companies, and then also working on with chemists and with some laboratories on some products like what my clients need. Don't have them yet, and I've been working on them since last December, and it just takes a while. It takes a lot longer than I thought. I thought it would take about 30 to 45 days, but it didn't. But we've got good products that will be beneficial. You got it? Are you already on? Let's see. Oh, okay. I see. Huh? Well, pretty soon you'll be getting an email that will have a lot of attachments, a lot. They're the intake forms for you to print off at home And people say, "Oh, I can fill it out there. I can come early," and then they don't know what the kind of medications they are, what kind of yeah, skincare products they're using, um, supplements, vitamins, that sort of thing. Phone number of person to a notify in case of emergency. I've not had any, and I don't plan on having any. I'm very conservative, but there's a big difference from the time that you walk in that door and you walk out the door in your skin. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, I'm so glad you called me. They referred you. Yes, I, I, I do. I do get referrals from other salons and spas and estheticians. I've mentored a lot of people, and so I think that that's where a lot of that comes from. Well, make sure you tell them thank you, and especially after you come in and get your facial, because I can't do it because of confidentiality. I can't say, "Oh, thank you for sending this person in." All right, thank you. I'll see you. Yes, I'll see you then. Okay. Talk to you another time. There are all kinds of people that think maybe that they can't get a facial because maybe like this person has had something going on. Um, and even if you're on crutches, if you're in a wheelchair, if you're in a scooter, that sort of thing, we can still work with that as long as it's safe to do a facial on your face and skin, because most facials are, I'm glad y'all joined me on this call. Most facials are, I work from décolleté up. And that's also why you don't bring your best friends and your family in with you while you're getting a facial. And you definitely don't bring children in because we use anatomically correct um, language. And I don't want to hurt any child or harm any child or put a question in a child. That's for parents to do at home. But oh, think, well, they can't get a facial. They're trying to think, well, they couldn't get a massage. So then they call this one, they call that one. And then we can work around it. And it just depends on what's going on with the person's body and what's been going on. And all of my facials are different. All my clients are different. Every one. And that's what makes it fun. It's not really challenging. It's fun. And you know what? Oh, and it's rewarding for me. Of course, it is for the client too, definitely. But yeah, it's like, oh my goodness, I have worked with someone who has worked with me to make some changes and, just look happier, have happy skin. Yeah, yeah, that's what it's all about.